everybody, it's Kayla from Kayla Crochet Love, and welcome to episode number 18. It's nice to see you here. If you haven't already, I would invite you to subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you are coming back, welcome back. It's always nice to see you. And I will just link down below where you can find me everywhere else on the interwebs. I'm being lazy today. I will tell you more about that after, for those of you who don't want to just hear life news kind of thing. But it's been a crazy few months, and like I said, I will explain that after. I'm surprised I have time to sit down and do this. I'm making time for it, so. I also don't have a lot to show you guys because I have just been able, within the past 2 weeks, to really sit down and crochet or think about things to crochet. I've been spending a lot of time on Pinterest looking at patterns and whatnot, and so I have one finished project to show you guys, one work in progress, and some acquisitions, and then I'll just tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on after. One thing I'll mention first, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will have seen one of my big projects a couple weeks ago was actually a wedding cake. If you didn't know, I like to make wedding cakes. I used to have my own little business a few years ago. It didn't last very long. I don't even know if I made it a year. But it just got hard for me to do it by myself, and at the time we were living in an apartment and there was just no room to make cakes there. So I just stopped. But when my friend got engaged, she asked me if I would make their wedding cake, and of course I said I would, and that would be their wedding gift. So that took up, it might sound funny, but it took up about a week of my time, but it's not the baking and everything, because it was a cake and a little over 100 cupcakes. Excuse me, it wasn't that took up the time, but I had to go shopping for everything, and I had to do the baking, make the icing, make the decorations, put it all together, and I was a bridesmaid in the wedding, so the day of the wedding was a little bit insane. And I actually ended up getting sick after dinner at the wedding and had to go home. So I didn't even get to enjoy the party and everything, but that's okay. I managed to make the cake. I was there for the ceremony. It was beautiful. And if I remember, I will insert some pictures here. And I hope you liked the pictures. But if you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen them. And I also, my baby nephew on last week was his first birthday. I can't believe he's already a year old. So I also made a little smash cake for him, and it was just a little teddy bear face. So I've been doing a lot of cakes lately, but I really enjoy it. I forgot how much I enjoyed it, so that's taken up some of my time. So that was fun, something different and not crochet related, although it was also, thank goodness we have air conditioning here, because the days I made the cakes were some of the hottest days here. Like, I don't know about where you guys live, but in Ontario where I live, we've been getting some crazy heat, like plus 30 degrees Celsius and very little rain, and it's nice to have the heat, but that's just a little extreme, and that's some of those days that wasn't even including the humidity. Like, the humidity brought it up to 40 degrees Celsius, so I'm not sure about the Fahrenheit. We always do it in Celsius, so I apologize. But yeah, it's hot. Today was quite warm too, but there's at least a breeze. If you see me look up there, it's because there's a window there. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to, non-crochet or fiber related. But I will go ahead and show you my one and only finished object. If you hear anything in here, it's because there's a cat in here. He's nosy. So this is something I finished up the other day or a week ago, I can't remember. And yes, Jake, he's at my foot and he's rubbing. Oh, that was him. As the camera moves, it's him. Go on, Jake. Go. Sorry, guys. I'll have to show you guys videos and stuff with them one day. But anyway, so I finished this a little while ago. And I used the yarn from my summer Happy Mail swap with Llama Mama Kayla. And you've heard me talking a lot about Nicole. I've been subscribed to her for a while and I've always loved watching her. So I used the yarn, some of the yarn she gave me. And I used they're all here. The Drops Nepal mix. So it's a wool and alpaca blend. So that's just the label. And it is 65% wool, 35% alpaca, and there was 82 yards in each little ball. So I made a cowl, and I know it's not cowl weather, but I'm in the mood to crochet winter stuff, it seems, lately. So I made this cowl, and I decided I wanted to do one project with all of the little skeins. So I did this. I didn't use a pattern. I was just looked up inspiration for different cowls, and this one was really easy. The only pain was that since I was switching colors, there was quite a few ends to weave in. And the colors aren't coming out completely accurate. Like, that's pretty good there. So I'll just show you the colors. But it was really simple. I just chained up. So I worked it this way, almost like you would a scarf, and then I seamed it up. I can't even tell you where I seamed it. But anyways, I seamed it up, and then I just added 2 rows of ribbing, and I just worked in the back loops with double crochet, so it gives it that little bit of a ribbed look. And it turned out pretty nice. I'll take my glasses off to show you guys. And it is warm, so I won't be able to keep it on for very long. So this will be really nice to wear in the winter, especially if my husband and I decide to go for walks or anything. It's just like the way it fits, because it's nice around the neck, but it's not really tight, because I don't like having anything tight around my neck. Which is funny, because when I was a kid I always wore turtlenecks. But maybe that's why I don't like them now. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. It is a little bit scratchy. I'm just going to put my glasses on so I can see. It is a little bit scratchy, but I also haven't blocked it yet. I haven't used anything on it. So that might make a difference. But that also being said, I'm saying that a lot. Anyways, in the winter I obviously won't be wearing a tank top or anything like that. So I'll probably be wearing shirts that cut off here. And it doesn't bother as much the back. It's mostly just my chest right here. That's where it bugs me. But I like how it turned out. I'll just move forward to show you guys a little better. And you can also, you could wear it like that. Actually, that's kind of cute like that too. So yeah, I like it. Just take it off. And I posted pictures of this on my Instagram too. Messy hair. So the colors I used, I saved all the bands so I could tell you guys the colors. Oh, there's no colors. I thought it had color names. Obviously I wasn't paying attention, but it shows the die lot and the color is just a number. But it's nice. So it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they're 50 gram. Yeah, 6 50-gram balls. So very nice and easy. I needed something that was just really mindless for me to do. And it definitely was more mindless, except for having to switch colors and stuff, but it's okay. I like how it turned out. But I wanted to show you guys too. So I didn't actually use the entirety of each ball. So what I decided I wanted to do was tie them all together and cake it up just to see what it looked like. So that's what it looks like. Trying to make it so it's pretty dark, but you get the idea. I just think it looked really cool. And I have quite a good chunk here still, so I could probably make a hat. And I tied it in the sequence that I did here. So when I started with the red, then I moved to the purple, then the yellow, this is like a blue, and then the orange, and then I repeated. So I tied it like that, so I could try and maybe make a hat to match the cowl. I'm not sure yet, but I have this. I just thought it looked really cool. So that is my one and only finished project that I can remember. I'm pretty sure that's the only one. But I have been working on something else. Oh, also I forgot to mention, because I ended up having to leave the wedding early, I was not able to get a picture of my friend wearing the shrug, although I'm pretty sure she kept it. I hope she did. So I might just, when I go to her place one night, just ask her to throw it on so I can get a picture. But yeah, I was sad because I really wanted to get a picture of her with the wedding dress and everything, but I just got so sick, and after being in the hospital a few months ago and having with my complications from my diabetes, we just decided not to mess around and go home so I could take care of myself, which my friend totally understood. Anyways, the reason I brought that up was because I had leftover yarn from making that. I had a whole Caron cotton cake, and it was in the color Lavender Fields. The cake looks kind of sad right now. So I wanted to make something else with it, so I decided to make a shawl. And I was looking up patterns, just getting inspiration, but I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to make with that particular color. So I just decided to do what I often do lately and just come up with something off the top of my head. And so far I have this. I don't know if you can see the textures very well. Scooch forward. So up here I started with just double crochets, and then I went into post stitches for 3 rows. Then I went into doubles and did 3 rows of double crochet chain 1. And then I went into 5 rows of doubles, and then I just finished 4 rows of ribbing. So I just think it gives it a nice little texture. So then I'll do the 5 rows of doubles, and then I'll do 4 rows of this, and then I don't really know if I'm gonna just keep going like that, or if it'll probably depend how much yarn I have left. I do still have little bits left from another cake, but I like the way it's turning out so far, and I really like using the Caron cotton cakes because they don't split. They're nice and soft, because I think it's a cotton acrylic. So it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and I love how much yardage there is. There's 530 yards per cake, and it's a worsted weight yarn. So I will definitely have to block it because it kind of sits funny. Like it goes up a little bit here. You probably can't really tell because when I hold it. And I know it's just because of the it pulls in a little bit here, but I think once it's blocked it'll help. And I'm not sure if I'll keep this one for myself or I might give it to one of my grandmothers. I'm already thinking about Christmas gifts. I just want to stockpile stuff so when Christmas comes I don't have to make anything. But so this might be more of a gift. So, but if it were me, I like to wear my shawls around my neck. So, but for now, I have this. So yeah, I like it. Probably work on it some more today. I'm trying to stay monogamous with my crochet, but there's so many nice patterns coming out and I have so many ideas right now, and I have a sock on the go for knitting. So I'm knitting a sock and I want to try crocheting some socks. So I've been looking, I've been thinking a lot about making more socks, so I ended up ordering some sock blockers. They're not in, I just ordered them last night. Don't know if they'll be the right size, but we'll see. So that'll help so I can block them and whatnot and show them off better. But yeah, so I haven't done any work on my knit socks. They're about the same spot that I showed you. I might have done 4 rounds, but that's it. And I want to try crocheting some socks eventually, but I have so many ideas, guys. You guys know I get my inked sheet fiber subscription, and I was really hoping my month of July would be in today, but it's not in yet. Usually when she ships it, it takes like me a week to a week and a half to get it. She's shipping from the States, so I'll probably end up getting it tomorrow or Monday, but I have a project I really want to make with her yarn, with all 3 that I'll have. We'll have to wait and see because I don't have it yet, and so I'll have to see how it matches with the other 2. But yeah. Anyways, so that was my one work in progress. I feel like there's something else, but I really don't think there is. Other than my sock, and I wasn't going to show you guys because it's the same spot that I was at. Another cat's in here. So I will just jump right into acquisitions. So the first thing I'll show you, I went to one of my local Dollar Trees. We have 2 around here, and I saw these little fabric tubes, like they came like this, and I've been wanting to practice. Sorry, that's my cat. Minu, stop touching it. Sorry. I've been wanting to practice making little project bags just for myself. I don't plan on opening an Etsy shop or anything. I like sewing, but I'm not very good at it, but I just wanted to try it. And but I didn't have any, well, I had some fabric, but not enough to do anything. And it was nicer fabric, so I didn't want to use it. So I was at Dollar Tree and saw those. I decided to buy some, and it gives you a nice size square to at least be able to make a bag. So I thought, why not? So I got this polka dot. And then the other ones I didn't open. I just opened the one to see how big it was. So then I got cupcakes. I love cupcakes. Kind of going everywhere. So I don't know if it says, you knew. Stop it. Sorry guys. 20 by 21 inches. So decent little size. So I bought the polka dot to go with the cupcake. So it'll be like this will be the outside, this will be the inside. And then I bought this pink and flamingos. They didn't have too many options. It was just a little display they had in the craft section. So I decided to just buy a couple to practice making some bags. So yeah, that was my first little thing I just wanted to show you guys. And I figure if it doesn't work for making bags, I can use it to line some of my crochet things. Like if I make a crochet bag, which I would like to make some market bags and stuff. So it'll get used for something. So I bought those yesterday. And then my husband and I went to Walmart the other night, and they had some clearance stuff. Not like what is, I see some of you guys on, or some people on Facebook in the groups that I'm in, I see, or even some of you guys on YouTube sharing some of your Walmart hauls and everything. The cheapest things I found were on clearance for $3, which is still a really good deal, because the ones I got were mandalas, and they're normally $8, so they were $3. These ones I found are Red Heart Amour. So they're really soft. Like, really soft. I'd seen them at Walmart before and I was intrigued, but I think they were $6 or $7. And they were on sale for $3 or $3.50. So I decided, so I got 2 pink. So, sorry. This one is called Blush. It's a worsted weight. Hey, Shiloh. My dogs are in here now. I left the door open. I really shouldn't have. Hi, boys. You're so dramatic, Rocky. Yeah. Ow, Rocky. This is just a mess of an episode, but whatever. That's how life is sometimes. Fiber content. It's 100% polyester. So I got 2 pink, 2 of the blush color. And they had, I think they only had like pink, gray, a dark gray, and then I bought this navy blue. It's called Serene. It's the same thing. I've never used this yarn. I don't know if I've seen anyone talk about this yarn, but it's really soft. And it's really neat. It's fuzzy. So, but yeah, I have ideas for this too. Probably be like a hat. I'll make a hat and like a cowl set or something. And there's 198 yards in each bow. So I got those on clearance at Walmart. Like I said, I think they were $3 or $3.50 or something. And then yesterday I was kind of not in a bad mood. I was just kind of meh. And I find one of the things that helps me is to go to my local yarn store. So I did. And I was good though. I only picked up 2 things. Although they are bigger things. But I was going to place an order online for some yarn, but I'm like, I'll order yarn online more if I know the product. I like to feel the yarn when I buy it and everything, so my dog's right here, sorry. Well, they're both right here. So I went to the local yarn store, and I hadn't been there. I hadn't been at that particular one for a little while. So she had a lot of new stuff. So I picked up this. It is Universal Yarns Major. It's 100% acrylic, but it's soft. I couldn't get over how soft it was. 328 yards. So it's big skein. It has a whole bunch of colors in it. She had a few different colors, but this one stuck out to me. And I know someone I could make a Christmas gift with, or a birthday gift. So I bought 2 of those. But yeah, I couldn't get over how soft they were. And they were like $12, I think. So yeah. And I bought that. Very pretty. I really like that one, so I can't wait to make something with that as well. But yes. Okay, you want to say hello? Shiloh wants to say hello. You guys have seen Shiloh a few times. He needs a haircut. I managed to trim the hair near his eyes because it was getting so long you couldn't see his eyes at all. And he has such a cute little face. Yeah. So that's Shiloh. And you've seen Rocky a couple times too. Ugh. He's my chihuahua, but he's a big guy. You guys done saying hello now? Shiloh actually just turned 5, July 9th, and Rocky turns 2 in August. So, yeah. Alright, get down, guys. I'm almost done, okay? Almost done. Go upstairs. Go! Want to watch something funny? Who's here? But yeah, I like to tease them. Usually I only say that when there is someone here though, but they kept jumping on me. So anyways, I will just go over some life news real quick. So the reason I have been so busy is my husband and I have actually bought our first house. And it just so happened to be my parents' house. My husband and I started looking for a house. Oh, we've been working on it since probably about January. And we really started looking in, I want to say May? Yeah, beginning of May. And then once we actually started looking at houses, my parents came to us and were like, well, we're kind of getting tired of living in a house, and if you guys move out, there's too much room for us. So they were like, why don't you guys buy this house and we'll downsize. So not that this house is huge, but it's a decent size. So it's more than enough room for me and my husband, and if ever we have kids down the road or whatnot. So so we said, heck yeah. And it's crazy because we lived in the basement. We called it our apartment. It's not really an apartment. It was just 3 rooms that we made into like a apartment. Dogs are back. It didn't have a kitchen or anything, so oh goodness. I am so sorry, guys. Anyways, so yeah, lots of room. My parents decided they wanted to downsize, so they just wanted to rent for a little while, and they might buy a house again in a little while, but they just wanted a break from all the yard work and everything, and so yeah, we ended up buying their house. It all happened so fast. Like, I expected to be maybe moving into a house in like August, if that. And we have lived on our own here. My parents moved out the beginning of June. We haven't officially owned the house for that long, but yeah, it's been crazy busy. Like I said, I was trying to say was we lived in the house, but it's amazing how much work it takes to just go through all your stuff. So my parents went through all their stuff, so now it's just our stuff left, but we're still trying to organize our old living space. So that's why I moved my craft room into this room. So this room used to actually be our old bedroom, but it's about the same size. It's just it's laid out differently, and it's a little bit brighter, I think. It's a lighter background color and whatnot. So that's why I moved the craft room, and then my old craft room's going to be a guest room, and yeah. So we've been doing a lot of puttering away at that. So we are now kind of moved upstairs, and one of the deals was that if we buy the house, we have to keep the cats. So the one cat that we had to keep was he was actually my cat. I got him when I was 15 or 16, I think. So he's technically my cat. It's just when my husband and I had lived on our own for a while, he had stayed here. So my mom said, you have to keep him. I was like, okay, fine. There is another cat, and she's a girl, and she's 14 or 15 years old. It's kind of funny because we thought she was sick, so we didn't know how long she was gonna last. My mom was talking about just having her put down because she wasn't doing well, and I just told my mom, like, you know what, just leave her and we'll go from there. I don't think it's time yet. My parents moved out and she has been thriving, guys. I saw her a few times rolling on the floor with a little mouse toy. I haven't seen her play in years. So my mom thinks maybe it was them. I don't think so. I think it was just too much commotion. So we've had her, and so my old cat, so my cat is Jake, and then the other cat is Ellie. So now we have 3 cats, 2 little dogs, and 2 guinea pigs. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because it feels like they were meant to be with us for now. And yeah, it's been crazy, I tell you. So if I seem a little bit out of it, that's why, because we've been doing a lot of moving around and catching up, and oh boy. But I've been wanting to tell you guys that, and I just didn't want to tell you until it was official and things were more settled down, which they are a little bit more settled down, but there's still so much to do. But thankfully the house doesn't need any major renovations right now. It's just like aesthetic things, and even then we don't really care too much right now. We just want to enjoy it for the summer. And yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys and explain why I haven't been crocheting as much, but you know, it's the summertime too. I know some people slow down with their crocheting in the summer. So yeah, which I will probably go and watch TV and do some more crocheting right now. So yeah, I will let you guys go, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye!